Are you missing your lover? Are you sad that they're far away from you? Hi, I'm Teja Priyadarshini, founder for Akashic Center for Healing, and today we're talking about long distance relationships. Do not fret, because long distance relationships can be successful if you do these following things. First is communication. Communication is key. No matter how much or little you want to communicate, figure out what works for the both of you and set a frequency of communication every single day. Set time apart for texting, talking over the phone, and video chatting if possible, and this will strengthen and keep you connected with the person you love, no matter how far away they are from you. The second thing you need to do is to be there for your partner or your lover. I'm not saying be there physically, because sometimes it's difficult when you're miles apart, but you can be there for them emotionally, especially if they're having a bad day or if they have something important that day and you need to be supportive of it. It's better to call them up and be there for them and spend a little extra time doing that, because when you give that emotional support and if you're there for them, it means that you are connected and you want to make this work. It shows your commitment towards the relationship. The third thing that you can do is to remind each other why you love each other in the first place and what is so important about being in this relationship with them. So the more you talk about it, the more you verbalize your emotions and what you feel about the other person, then the other person can hear these words and be reminded of the importance as well, and the connection kind of gets stronger, the romance also kind of increases, and no matter the distance, you will stay connected. The fourth thing you need to do is to forge secure attachments. During long distance relationships, we tend to have a lot more extra time because we're not meeting each other physically, so there is this extra time which may want us to go and do other things, like probably learn a sport or go join the gym or do some gardening or learn a new skill, whatever it is. You need to be supportive as a partner and understand that even though it's impinging in the time that you can spend with the other person, it's all right for them to go ahead and have an interest, have a hobby, and you as a partner need to support that, so that the other person knows that they're not being stifled or suffocated in a relationship, that they have the space to do what they want to do, and that you are going to be supportive and encouraging of them. The fifth thing that you need to understand is to find ways to hang out with each other. In this digital age, video calling is so easy, and we can have access to movies, web series, books, playlists, various kinds of things that we can do together. So just have a camera on where you can see each other, set up a date if you want. It's like you're being in the same restaurant, for example, but you're miles apart from each other. Or you can watch a movie together and then discuss it in between, or have a talk about it afterwards. Some way you can hang out with them. So find different ways that you can actually hang out with them. The sixth thing is you need to address important issues. Most of the time when we are in a long distance relationship, we tend to avoid talking about certain issues over the phone, and we think that when we meet them we'll talk about it, but then when we do meet the person, we think we do not have so much time with them, so let's just avoid the whole topic altogether. This is going to manifest into bigger issues later on and might end up destroying the relationship. So it's better, if there is something that is bothering you, pick up the phone and talk to them about it. And if that other person also wants to make things work with you, they will understand and give you the time and space to resolve the issue that is bothering you. The seventh thing that you need to do is to focus on the positives of the long-term or long-distance relationship. The long-distance relationship positive? Are you crazy? Yes, I am a bit crazy, but positive things about long-distance relationships are that you have enough time to focus on other things apart from your partner or your lover. You get time for yourself. You might want to have a spa day, or you might want to do some gardening or something else that interests you. Focusing on the negatives of long-distance relationship can be detrimental to the relationship itself. So instead of focusing on the negatives, try focusing on what else you can do being in this long distance relationship, because you already have a time set out for communicating with your lover, you already have time set out to hang out with them, you are doing all of these things, but there is plenty of other time which is there for you to focus on yourself. So there's nothing wrong with it. So try and focus on the positives this long distance relationship is giving you rather than the negatives of it. The eighth thing that you can do is to respect the reason for the long distance relationship in the first place, because nobody wants to be apart from the person they love, but we are doing it for a certain reason, isn't it? Either it's a financial reason or a family matter or a career or a job that is keeping you apart. No matter what the reason is, you need to remind yourself that that reason is important and you're doing it for that particular reason, not because you want to stay separate from each other. Because you love each other, you want to be in the same place, you want to be physically intimate with each other, and because of this particular reason, which is very important to you at this moment, you are being separate physically from each other. The ninth reason is another important reason, is that plan ahead. Plan for a time when you can merge your worlds together. Plan and set a finite time where you can see yourselves coming together and merging both your worlds permanently. I'm not saying coming for a visit or something like that, but where you can physically be together in the same place, in the same city or the same town, whatever it is that you want to do. Making these plans help you stay motivated and focused, and helps that connection going, because once you know that this is going to culminate into being together finally, then you will not want to give up midway, isn't it? So make sure that you plan for your future, see when and how you can merge both of your worlds together, and this can keep you focused and motivated, especially when you're miles and miles away from your loved one. I hope this has helped you and given you a little bit of hope that long distance relationships can definitely work. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'm going to see you again very, very soon. Bye.